Hello, and welcome back to Laura's Plans. So, in an attempt to get all of my videos up for this week that I will be traveling, I'm gonna go ahead and do this a little differently. Normally, I would do the setup of the next month with you, but because I am short on time and don't have the ability to truly edit the way that I want to, I thought I'd go ahead and, well, it's not future tense, it's past tense. I went ahead and set up October in my work bullet journal so that I could show it to you while I'm traveling and you get to watch it. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. Currently, we are on week 40, week 39 in Hobonichi and Google Calendar, week 40 in iCalendar. It's a mess, I know. And I am working through everything I need to do there. I will be traveling, so I do have a couple pages that I earmarked for some travel things I need for work. And then we get right into October. I really love the warm colors of fall, and I was really excited, especially since I went so monochromatic in my personal bullet journal. I really wanted to make sure that I included this warm color palette here in my work bullet journal. So all of the papers that you see in this bullet journal, the papers themselves are purchased from Hobby Lobby. The little stickers actually came from a scrapbooking paper pack from Echo Park. And I do believe, let me grab it. These are just stickers that I keep around because they're cute. These are the Echo Park fall stickers, my favorite fall, and Celebrate Autumn. And there's a lot of different papers that come with these. I love the papers. I love the little stickers that they give you. And so you'll see those pop up throughout the month on my daily pages and things. There's a few things that I did go ahead and change in my bullet journal because I'll be traveling a couple different times during October. And so I didn't want to have to worry about setting up weeklies every single week. So that has changed, and I changed around some of the spreads, and we'll go through those. So this is just basically my October dashboard, and I'll go ahead and put my monthly tab here on the side, much like I did for September. And we go straight into my October calendar, which is a month on 2 page. I did use a sticker that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. You can get these big sticker packs, and it was $2.99, but Paper Studio products were 50% off. I never buy unless Paper Studio is 50% off, so I paid all of $1 for this big sheet of monthly stickers. And yeah, I use them when I feel like them. Don't always use them, but use them when I feel like them. So I did use that for the header, and I just used some of the scraps that I had left over from the different papers I used on the month, sort of as washi tape. I included one of those Echo Park Studios, and then I used my stamping set to create the days of the week headers. And all I did was I used a Tombow marker to create the ink. I just brushed the ink, and this was Tombow 026. And I do believe this is probably going to be the highlight color that I use for the rest of the month. I also used this Tombow, and unfortunately, guys, it doesn't have the number on it, but it's kind of a rusty red, and I use that as an accent. This I will put away because I won't be using it for the rest of the month. I will strictly use this Tombow, and my dots will be made in the metallic clean, Zig Clean colored dot in red. And so those are the supplies I've used or will be using for this monthly setup. I haven't populated. That's something I will do tonight before I fly out tomorrow morning. But I will populate everything into this calendar, the tasks that I know of so far, and get this filled up and ready to go. After my monthly spread, I decided to build a rolling task list so that I have a place to just quickly jot things down. Then I can assign it the week number that it needs to be handled and mark off which days I worked on those tasks. So it's a little bit different. I thought about doing it on a weekly basis, putting in the week numbers, and I decided instead to do it this way so that I know what day I worked on it, what week I worked on it, or migrated it to, honestly, and then what task it was. The other thing I did different was I created a one-page communications log for the month. Because I'm going to be traveling so much, I don't really have the ability to set up a weekly every week. And I'm finding that although I have my communications log here, the big communications that I track on this don't need a whole page for a week. I do believe I'll be able to keep all of my communications, the big communications for the month, tracked on this log here. And if need be, I can add another one later on in the bullet journal itself, just extend the collection, and then I will index it, of course, as I normally do. So that's my rolling task list and my communications log. And then we move into my project log. So keeping track of all the big projects that we have going on as a team, what phase they're in, and when they're complete. And to accompany this, I did create a Kanban board that I will use sticky notes to denote where we're at during any given point of the month on these projects. So this is a sticky note page, and then at the end of the month, I'll just glue them all down and keep them there unless they transfer into November. So projects are set up on a monthly basis. Once again, lots of travel, so I don't want to have to worry about this each week. And then I just simply have a monthly notes page. And this I put down so that if I'm on a phone call, if I'm on a Zoom call, someone says something I want to research or look into or kind of map out a little bit more, I can put it on here and then take time to do that later in the notebook. Then I have my typical dashboard, and once again, this is just a paper that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And I glued them down because they are not double-sided papers. The Echo Park papers that I purchased are double-sided, so as I move through the month, I may move some of those into here, but these original papers are single-sided. So I went ahead and just glued them down straight to the page. And it works just as well this way as tipping it in. Added in a few decorative stickers because why not? And then we move into my weekly dashboards. And I'll be honest, I'm not really liking what I did here with all of the color that are on these pages. But once I started it, I just went ahead and finished. And so I did map out all of the weeks of this month in my notebook, and wasn't really thinking about it because I did it late at night. But I did have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week listed here in October, as well as having it set up here at the end of September. So yeah, I did a little bit of double duty, and as you can see, nothing's filled in. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll fill anything in until Friday, and then start clean the following week. And I basically set these up the same way. One of the things I like to do is set my priorities for the week. So 3 things that are my top priorities, and then a rolling to-do or rolling task list. This side is strictly for appointments or big events that I need to keep track of and make sure that I attend. My priorities, my to-dos. Events or appointments, priorities to do. And that structure follows all the way through. It really works for me. You're going to see there's a similarity to what my Hobonichi Weeks looks like, as far as how I create kind of subcategories on a page, whereas this is mostly personal. Well, I'm lying. This is personal and work. This houses everything. Just so that when I'm out and about and making an appointment, I know everything that's on slate for that day, whereas this will be strictly work. And then we come to the last week of October and my dashboard page. And yeah, sucker for polka dots. You gotta love it. But I love this deep wine color and those rose gold polka dots. I just thought they were too pretty. And a little splash of color with one of the Echo Park stickers. And then we come to the first day of October, and I have realized that I only need about a half a page. I can keep notes here if it's minimal. I have a whole nother page if I have a big meeting of notes that I need to put in. And every page after that is blank, so that I feel ready and able to take a spread and use it for, you know, idea building, or just going through a project in my mind and mind mapping it onto the page. And that's how October is going to work. Now, this is a fairly short video and flip through, but it does, because this month is full of travel and a very, very busy month. The next 2 months are very busy as we try to close out the year with all of our projects. I have to say, the filming of this will be most likely a flip through at the end of October, where I can show you kind of what the whole month looks like as I use this little journal to help me stay on track and allow my creative process to flow for work. So that's it. That is my October setup of my bullet journal. And as I said, tonight I will go in, fill in all of the details that go on all of these pages, and be ready for my upcoming trip. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch and listen. Let me know what you think of the coloration, the included stickers and doodles, and the more minimal functional setup that is happening in this bullet journal for the month of October. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.